Trucking along here in Raiders franchise, 3-1. What a great start to the 2024 season. We've dealt with some injuries, but the reinforcements are on the way. If we check out the injury report, it's just one more week until Jakobi Meyers and Max Crosby are back. Unfortunately, lost Zamir White in the last game to a torn labrum. He'll miss the next 3 games, but we'll be back for week 8, you'd have to expect. And the Broncos, they're not that good, right? It's a division matchup. It's an important game to win. They're only an 80 overall. We're up to an 82 at this point. But it's still a team we can't afford to sleep on. Now, they're going to be rocking, you'd presume, the rookie quarterback, Bo Nix. In all likelihood, he's going to be their starter here. He is their highest rated player. He will be their starting quarterback. He's got decent mobility. He can extend plays. He's got decent enough accuracy, but what's particularly impressive are the throw and the run and under pressure ratings, both sitting at 85. The arm strength is not anything crazy here. They only give him 89. And we'll have to see how he plays, because sometimes the mobile quarterbacks are very, very easy to stop. Not that Bo Nix is this big scrambler, but he can if he needs to. And I'm curious just how a young quarterback's going to play against us. I really am. Is he going to be accurate? Is he going to light us up? Or is he going to really actually look like a rookie and struggle a ton? Because those are options. Well, high ankle sprain for Christian Wilkins. We are really not going to be at full capacity today. Missing our best players. Cameron Richardson suffered a high ankle sprain in practice as well. So we're going to be down another corner that's played a lot for us so far. So the defense is kind of in not a great spot. Missing our 2 best players, just period, on defense. And now Cameron Richardson, who's been, maybe our best defensive playmaker. Jack Jones is in that conversation, no question. But Cameron Richardson is putting together a defensive rookie of the year type season with interceptions and tackles for loss. He's been all over the place making plays, and of course, just not going to have him today. Just a thing we're going to have to contend with. Tyree Wilson becomes a primary scheme fit, though. He's temporarily up to a 77 overall, and the block shed continues to go up. 81 now, but power moves jumped up to 78 with a +3. So that's a pretty impactful bonus there, and that'll be good to go into the game with. So it is the 3-1 Raiders against the 1-3 Broncos. I think it'd be kind of neat if there was some type of home field advantage factor for playing at that elevation, like the other team has like -5 or 10 to stamina. I don't know. It's just something minor that could end up playing some impact. I know they've really wanted to, make these home field advantage modifiers matter. It's going to be raining here at Mile High. But I don't know. Momentum, was it a failed experiment? I don't know. Maybe a little bit, right? Kind of scrapped it entirely. I think there was something there, but I don't know. It never really seemed to work out quite the way they envisioned, I would say. All right, first look at Bo Nix here in the division. They're going to hand the ball off to Javonte Williams. And remember, the interior of our D-line, the D-line in general, but the interior is what we're going to have to contend with for the first time without Christian Wilkins. But you can see these injuries. They are piling up. I would want to say 3 of our 4 highest rated players. I would say it goes in order: Max Crosby, and then Devontae Adams, who's healthy, and then Christian Wilkins, and then Jakobi Meyers. So just all of our best players are not actually at full health. Nate Hobbs might be higher rated than Jakobi Meyers, but it's really close, so it might as well be about the same. We're going to go ahead and stop the Broncos from picking up the first down. A check down on 3rd and short. They don't really get anything. We're all over it. And I think the Broncos are going to be pretty bad today, is kind of what it looks like. I think we probably should have had them play in the Orange Crush uniforms. Those would look sick. A little throwback to the 70s era. They wore similar uniforms in the 90s as well, but I think they're supposed to be the 70s Orange Crush throwbacks. They're Broncos throwbacks in general. I know the name of the defense in the 70s was Orange Crush. But either way, should have had them in the throwbacks. I know they definitely wore them in the 90s too, because I'm thinking of like Steve Atwater and Carl Mecklenburg. I definitely had football cards growing up with them in those uniforms, even though I wasn't, super alive for those guys. As we're going to just immediately check down to Dylan Laube. I love a good immediate check down to the running back. If they're doing anything other than playing hard flats, that's a successful play. But we caught him in hard flats. And we got bumped there. Trey Tucker can't hold on. I mean, I'm going to keep going to replay mode here. It's what I do in my series, unfortunately. I wish I didn't. But Trey Tucker's going to outrun the linebacker. You have a slot receiver at full speed across the formation against a linebacker that's kind of in his back pedal and strafing across. He shouldn't be able to keep up, but he gets a little punch in there and is able to stay in phase, really, which is, I think, super stupid. But that's what happened. So, I try to throw with anticipation. My guys get bumped. We can't hit the throws. If I hold on to it and wait to see if they're going to get open, it's too late and it's picked. So I really can't seem to win here as we go play action on 3rd and long. I canceled out of it, but it doesn't matter. They rush 4, and we face immediate pressure anyway. Who got beat? Right tackle just beat immediately. What are you going to do? Interesting start to this game, if nothing else. Divine Diablo is there, but that pass is caught because they typically are. It's very, very rare that you see a drop. And I think actually that you get more drops from the opposing team just randomly not even being covered. They'll just have a focus drop every now and again. But if they're coming over the middle and you light them up with 90 hit power, they just hold on like it's nothing. They go, oh, dude, no problem for me. Strongest hands of all time. Unless I'm not covered, in which case, then I can actually potentially drop the ball as Robert Spillane is in coverage to knock that thing down and force another Bronco punt. So it's 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out to start the game. This is Broncos football. And it looks a lot like the Raiders as well. This is realistic. Madden 25, this is the realistic experience. Maybe we try running the ball. We have Alexander Madison who will check into the game. That's going to go great, I'm sure. Here we go. Yeah, that was awesome. This is part of the game where I just force feed Devontae Adams. Try to make something happen. Madison's open. See, in my head, when I'm throwing that, I go, oh, he's not going to fall down out of bounds. He's wide open in the flat. And we're going to have him turn up the field and run for the first down very comfortably. That's not what happens. Yeah, a little bit disappointing. And I see the separation here as well, by the way. I didn't think Madison would fall down. It's really annoying, but a lot of this is. This being my football video gaming experience. There's Brock Bowers up the seam. He holds on. I love throwing to Brock Bowers up the seam because if you're going to have any type of transition, let's say cover 3, we're going to get it there typically before the safeties can make a play, and we're able to throw over those linebackers, and it's just easy yardage. And I like easy yardage. It's sometimes tough to come by with me at quarterback. But Gardner Minshew, not a ton of arm strength. That's kind of the only concern, is sometimes the ball can float a little bit. So like the best laid plans, type of deal. And there's no block attempt there from Colton Miller. Otherwise, that would have been a really nice play. We do pick up the first down, but Colton Miller just said, somebody else will pick up that block. I don't really need to worry about the only guy in front of me. Why would he ever ignore when we have one-on-one? Every single guy that the Broncos are sending, we have someone to pick up that block. Devontae Adams does his job, right? Andre James does his job. Brock Bowers is about to do his job. Why in the world would Colton Miller go, oh shit, dude, I gotta pick up this backside corner. Patrick Surtain is definitely gonna be able to make a play on this, and completely ignore the only guy actually capable of making a play in Micah Hyde. Runs right by him, no intent. He doesn't even see him. He's completely blind playing left tackle. It's a true marvel that he was able to get into the NFL with no eyesight. Impressive. Truly impressive. Slant open. Devontae Adams drops the football. Oh, I'm having a bad time. This is going to be one of those complaining episodes, I can tell. If Riley Moss, I see a white corner on Davante Adams. Let's just say what it is, right? Let's call a spade a spade. That's a good matchup for me. I know it's 3rd and 9. Maybe doesn't seem like a super high percentage play. I'm throwing it up to Davante Adams, and whatever happens, happens. I can live with the results. Give him a chance! I could not live with the results. We're going to try a 55-yard field goal. I tapped the button. How can we not get a lob for Davante Adams? How can we not give him a 50-50 ball? Please. I'm losing my mind. It's the first quarter, and we're not even down. 0-0, the score remains. Okay, well. Let's relock in. Let's not lose composure. I'm known for my composure. Let's figure it out. Knicks on the move. Good throwaway. Definitely didn't have an outlet with Javonte Williams. To be fair, he may have just decided to catch the ball and fall out of bounds. I've seen that before, so might not have even got any yardage anyway. You better step up and make a play. That is absolutely ridiculous. Malcolm Kuntz is injured, which is something I've said 30 times this year already. Dude, we are in zone coverage. The ball is out. We're looking at the quarterback here. Jack Jones. What is the reaction time on this? The ball's in the air and you're looking at it. Dropping back, backpedaling. Let him catch it in front of you. Go after the ball! I don't care if he's in a deep zone. The ball is out. The ball is out. Make a play. Play action. Robert Spillane in there. If you want something done right, do it yourself. We read play action, stayed after the quarterback. Robert Spillane picks up the blitz, or comes in on the blitz, picks up the sack there on Bo Nix. And we'll see if they even try another snap here in the first quarter. And it looks like Malcolm Kuntz is going to be done for this game with a bruised sternum. The concussion of Madden nowadays. And they're lining up to snap it here. But they won't. That's the end of a very interesting first quarter. I don't know if I'm going to make it to halftime. 3rd and 5. Excited to find out how they pick this one up. See what Javonte Williams does. We got to be worried about him leaking out here. Although he's going to stay in to pass protect, and Cortland Sutton's going to get open on the in. Some type of in-breaking route there, just like a regular dig route. And that is 1st and goal from the 6. Broncos knocking on the door. The sack didn't help us out at all. They got it back instantly. And that could be a touchdown. We saved momentarily at least. Got to run commit, got to make a play. Shoot a gap, find the ball carrier. Up the middle, Divine Diablo gets help from Merrick. Broncos stop short, 3rd and goal. Do we run commit? It feels bold, feels brazen. I'm not going to do it. Nix pushed out, and he'll throw it away on 3rd and goal. The Broncos will settle for 3. This is a chip shot field goal. We're going to be down 3-0. This is not missable. That's what I would say. 0% chance this is missed. 3-0 Broncos. Let's do something on offense. All right, here we go. Davante Adams wide open. Unfortunately, didn't notice him instantly. And I don't know why he's open against cover 4 like that. Just didn't notice it. He probably just beat press. Didn't notice him in time. Beats press instantly. It's a touchdown if we get it out. It's a touchdown. I was looking at Jalen Guyton. I go, he's going to get wide open. And I saw Davante Adams. And then it's just a tick too long. That's really what it is. It's my fault. I just didn't see it quickly enough. 2nd and 10. I just feel like a run. I know I hate 2nd and 10 runs, and I say that all the time. And I always say that before I run the ball on 2nd and 10. I just did want to set up a more manageable 3rd down. I was hoping more for 3rd and 5. But Lauby's in on every single shotgun run, so that can get a little bit frustrating. Mayer, Bowers was open. God. Now, I don't think we can end up getting it to Brock Bowers. I think it's too deep of a throw. Minshew would have had to get too much on it. So I don't actually think we could have got it to Bowers. We would have had to know that he was going to get open. Which I know many of you will disagree with, but I just think I'm right in this scenario. Not that I'm playing well. Or anything's going well, but in that scenario, I just don't think we could have got it to Mayer. But we've had a couple missed opportunities so far, I think it's fair to say. And hopefully that changes as we get deeper and deeper into this game and we're able to capitalize on opportunities and make plays. The Broncos are not playing that well. I think we're going to be able to limit them somewhat. I don't think they're going to come out and score 40 points, right? I'm not even sure they're going to come out and score 20. But our offense needs to do something. Anything. You can't have 0. I know a missed field goal would have been tied right now, but a 55-yarder in the rain with wind is maybe not the easiest thing ever, as we found out. Divine Diablo, nice tackle. We should get the football back here. All right, offense. You've been putrid so far. Are we going to see anything? 3 minutes, 82 yards, and how about a shotgun run from Dylan Laube to start things off? I don't know how they're able to make that tackle. It doesn't really seem like there's an angle. Michael Mayer! Hey, there's a catch. We've had a couple of drops so far, so it's nice that somebody actually catches the ball in traffic. Really a sight for sore eyes there. That is the 2-minute warning. I don't anticipate time being too much of a factor. Like, we're not super far down the field. It's going to be, 2-minute offense. Got to go 70 yards. That's definitely doable. And I want to throw to Laube. I'm just addicted to checking down, and we can't stay in bounds. Colton Miller actually injured on that last play. Love a good check down. We'll lose 3. So now I forgot that actually is a good point. In between, the Christian Wilkins and, Max Crosby's of the world, before you get down to Jacoby Myers and Nate Hobbs, you have Colton Miller. And now we actually don't. He's hurt. So that'll teach me to leave him out. Get it to Bowers there. Sideline. Made the catch. That'll be a first down. Dislocated ankle for Colton Miller. He's going to miss the rest of this game. Thayer Munford will come in. All right. It almost feels, and maybe I'm wrong here, almost feels like players are getting injured at an unreasonable rate. Just couldn't pull the trigger on that. Minshew Mania taken off, sliding down at the 42. We had options if we decided to throw the football. Just gun shy. Couldn't pull the trigger. Couldn't do it. Check down to Madison. It's not a bad play. If we can just score a touchdown before the end of the half, I know my transgressions will not be forgiven, but it would look a little bit better. Is this a free play? We have offsides. Get it out. Devontae Adams makes the catch. Adams not going to get caught. He's in for the score, pending the penalty. We'll see what it is, but Devontae Adams may have given us the lead. Offsides. It was a free play, which I don't know that I've ever even noticed that before in my life. We'll decline it. We'll take the touchdown and give the ball back to the Broncos with a little under a minute to play in the first half. That's a good start. And now it's a start that's coming at the end of the first half. That's interesting. But we're finally on the scoreboard. It is 7-3. We're not exactly setting scoring records at the moment, but that's okay. We are on the board. 2nd and 4, 35 seconds to go. Yeah, that's just going to be pretty uncoverable. Cortland Sutton is there. That one doesn't really hurt us, though. We'll take that all day. The Broncos want to get rid of the football quickly. They are approaching field goal range is kind of the only thing here. 31 seconds on the clock. See what they try and do. We're just going to carry this deep here. Nix is on the move. Nix has just enough speed. We're going to tackle him in bounds. Dive at his helmet. Probably can't do that. And that clock's going to keep moving. At the speed of molasses, though. I don't know how there's no runoff in that spot. Seems insane. Big hit over the middle, but he survives the contact, no problem. And the Broncos will set up for a field goal try. Kind of another chip shot here. Very makeable NFL kick. 9 seconds on the clock. We really won't have a chance to do anything offensively. But we'll hold the lead going into the half. Will Lutz drills it. And hopefully we play a little bit better on offense in the second half. Defense, really no complaints. We allowed 6 points. No problem at all. But the offense, I'll admit, could be better. We might have one-on-one. Dude, please give me a chance. Maybe Brock Bowers gets open up the seam. Nope, we have one-on-one again. Up for Davante Adams. He makes the catch. He breaks the tackle. Adams get to the end zone. Another broken tackle. And the score is 000. Hits the clock. What an end to the first half. That's momentum moving into the third quarter. Davante Adams not only makes the catch, but breaks 2 tackles and finds the end zone. What a play. Throws off Riley Moss. Outruns Micah Hyde. What an end to the second quarter. That was beautiful. Beautiful. And on top of that, we get the ball to start the third quarter. We could reasonably go up 21-6 here, which I don't know that the Broncos are scoring 21 points today. So you don't want to say it too early, right? But you almost think that that could be the win. We've targeted Davante Adams 7 times. He has just 2 catches in those 7 attempts, in those 7 targets, but a pair of touchdowns, though. So he's been very, very productive on those few catches. Michael Mayer, we'll take that every time. I don't really love running at so many stars on their defense, but being a star, being great in coverage like Patrick Surtain is not necessarily indicative of someone who can stop the run. And you'll see that there as Madison explodes to the second level, maybe even to the third, and does a back handspring. Don't hurt yourself, please. We cannot afford more injuries. Great blocking, great run there for Madison. Showed off some contact balance as well, shaking off a would-be tackler. There's Davante Adams. He drops another one. Bowers? Find him. There we go. Nice catch for Brock Bowers. I was really worried that throw was going to travel up the field at the safety and totally bypass Bowers altogether. Thankfully, that didn't happen, as Bowers staying in the block just doesn't sit right with me. He's got a block for Madison. No, completely ignored it. Just humor me. Just attempt one, please. I think that's my biggest issue with blocking, is they're not even attempted, because the logic, they don't even see that it's a blockable player. Madison changed the direction, run back up the field. Touchdown, Alexander Madison here in Denver, as we are pouring it on. The touchdown and the first half really set everything up, because now it looks like a murder, and the Broncos don't really have a prayer of getting back in this game, I don't think. And there's more than enough time for them to. I just don't think they've shown us anything when they've been on offense that would indicate that they're capable of scoring 21 points. Now, a lot can change. Maybe they go in with a different... Jesus Christ! Thayer Munford with a torn labrum now. I'm going to be on my 3rd string left tackle. Brother. The injuries are out of control. Like, I'm legitimately on my 3rd string left tackle, my 3rd string defensive end. We're getting crushed. Little end around. That's a big tackle in space by Tommy Eichenberg. Can't really let those jet sweeps turn into anything big. I always love to call them end arounds, and you can do something similar. It's not maybe quite what it is. Here's a run up the middle. No, play action. Trying to get back. Throw over the top, and Nate Hobbs is cooked. Didn't really think they were capable of hitting the big play, but Bo Nix finds Courtland Sutton, touchdown machine over the past year. Not for the entirety of his career, but last year scored a lot, and scores here. Okay. Well, now it seems like the Broncos probably are capable of scoring 21. Nice spin move from Malawi. Picks up the first down. It would now seem that the Broncos are definitely capable of finding the end zone if they can just, bomb us over the top, 1-play touchdown. It's unfortunate. We're going to lose 4. Play action, deep shot. Just don't have the time. And it wasn't open anyway. 3rd and 14. Do we have that? Trey Tucker, it's going to be intercepted by Micah Hyde. He took away both deep routes. I thought we had it up the seam more than to Davante Adams. Didn't. On 3rd and long, I'm not really upset about an interception there. I just wish there wasn't such a big run back, because it would have been a good, an arm punt, but that run back was significant. That was a big run back. And I don't know why we just can't really lob the ball. Just doesn't really get lobbed. It's kind of always a bullet, even though I'm tapping it. I so badly need them to update it to where they bring in the college football throwing meter. I know they've talked about that. I know it's going to be a thing at some point. It might be in the next title update. But oh my goodness, that throwing meter is infinitely better than the one in Madden. Infinitely better. And I've tried the different meters. I'm aware that there are multiple, right? I've already changed it in this series. But it just doesn't work nearly as well. And I don't know how it's such a problem. That's a really bad punt. That thing is shanked. Okay, 3rd and 6. How we're going to pick this up? Well said. Get it to Brock Bowers. How about that? Just give him a chance. Nice catch. Could have easily seen that being dropped, and I probably would have lost it. I don't love how long that Trey Tucker route's going to take to develop. Just almost certainly not going to be a good play. We can never have run after catch. It's killing me. 2nd and 12. Is that going to get there? It is going to find Jalen Guyton. We'll probably even get defensive pass interference as well, which is quite nice. Just kind of a bizarre play. We're going to decline that to take the ball at the 22, though. They're going to press Davante Adams, which means we're pretty much going to throw it to Davante Adams. Touch pass. Like, how is it so significantly underthrown? That's the thing that's so bizarre to me. And maybe it's just a Madden thing versus College Football 25. But, man, if that doesn't happen every single time I try to do anything. Nice moves from Madison. But it should be a touchdown. We have been beat. Just put the ball out there. It's like, no, but you're supposed to use this special throwing meter. How about just, he's open, don't underthrow every deep ball. How about that? That would be awesome. Find Bowers inside the 5. Try to punch this thing in. A touchdown would do really, really good things for us here. I would say would pretty much put the game away at this late stage. We'll see what happens. 2nd and goal, run up the middle. Madison searching for space, so there's a flag. It's going to be a hold maybe on Michael Mayer. This thing is coming back. We just really can't have anything nice. There's a holding on Michael Mayer. Instead of 3rd and goal on the 1, it will be 2nd and goal from the 11. There kind of goes the dream of a touchdown. Now going to be a lot less doable. Brock Bowers broken tackle. He gets 6 back. And there's an injury for Denver. It's a sight for sore eyes. Mainly just been us. Now, that does stop the clock for them without having to burn a timeout. So, kind of some BS there. And I don't think anything is going to get open here. Minshew fumbles the ball. It's recovered by Denver. Trying to step up. I mean, they want me to have a freak out on camera. I don't know who they is, but they want it more than anything. They want it more than anything. Maybe if we rifle it to Davante Adams on the break here, it's led straight to this linebacker. I know it already. It's led straight to him. Tried to step up. The fumble there is insane. Minshew Mania is running wild. The great thing about getting no points there is it's still a one-possession game for Denver. Phenomenal stuff. Just going to run the ball here. We're thrown down. Marcus Epps can't make the tackle. Williams gets the first. Now, are they trying to make this the final drive of the game? I don't think the CPU even thinks that far ahead. I don't think they have any idea. I don't think they have any clue. Taking a shot. Jack Jones in coverage. Knocks it away at least. Had to switch on and drag him back towards the ball. Otherwise, probably a catch. I mean, almost certainly. Going to cover over the middle. They love the check down to the tight end. And I guess we'll continue to allow that. Don't really have a choice. Don't want to get beat over the top. 3rd and 4. This is a very big down in distance. And we're just going to have to give them that. If they want to get the first down there, we don't really have a choice. I know that sucks to say in here, but we just can't really get beat over the top. We don't want to over-pursue and commit to playing the flat and then get cooked deep. Can't let it happen. We're up by a touchdown and an extra point. We can kind of let them work down the field here. Try to play bend but don't break defense. We know that they're going to get, you know, a 4th down attempt if it comes to it. So we just got to keep trying to play the best defense we can without getting beat over the top, which is going to be very bend but don't break. We're going to allow them to pick up every short yardage thing that they pretty much want to, and there's not really much we can do about it. 2nd and 1, under 2 minutes to play. Trying to stay over the middle, and Javonte Williams turns up the field, gets plenty of yards there. There is also the thought that it's like, we can't let them score because that's stupid, because they have to get a touchdown and a 2-point conversion, but if they score quickly, really isn't the worst thing for us, as Courtland Sutton actually can't hold on. It's not the worst thing for us because we would have a chance to get the ball back and just get into field goal range and try a field goal. I mean, the range from Daniel Carlson's pretty good, even if we've missed from 55 in this game. Nate Hobbs in coverage, touchdown Courtland Sutton. Never really came that close to getting the football there. Well, as I was saying, it's not the worst thing in the world if they score quickly. We now have time to get into field goal range. What a throw from Bo Nix. Somehow we're not able to get around Courtland Sutton to get the football there on the pass deflection attempt. And this is essentially for the game. Who knows if they get an onside kick, but 2-point attempt to tie it. We're in coverage, and it's not good enough coverage. And we knew they were going to end up scoring there. There was no question. 21-21. I said I didn't know if the Broncos were capable of scoring 21 points today. Well, they barely are. And it should have never have even been close to this. Fumble by Gardner Minshew in the red zone. Missed field goal. A bunch of very annoying things have put us in this position. And that's okay. We're going to try and fight out of this spot. Dylan Laube wide open. We worked all the way back over to him. All we need is a field goal. All we need is 3, right? Don't have to get too crazy. We're at 50 seconds now. Check down there to Trey Tucker. Perfectly cool with that. 30 seconds on the clock. We've made it to midfield. We could even run the ball here if we wanted to. That's a possibility. We're going to go to Bowers. He actually makes the catch, which maybe hurts us a bit in this spot. 20 seconds to play. Opted not to use a timeout. Minshew's taking his sweet time here to snap it. I know I'm going to get blamed for this. Are you fucking kidding me? Is this a joke? Is this a joke? This game sucks. What is this? I'm going to Trey Tucker here, right? He's misdirected, comes running back at the quarterback, and I go, oh, perfect. We'll just throw it to him quickly. We'll turn up the field. There's a ton of space here. Field goal range, essentially game over. We have 2 timeouts here. He comes sprinting at the line of scrimmage when we throw it to him. Minshew throws it nowhere close to him, and it goes straight to the linebacker. You can't make a better throw to the other team. How is this my fault? Oh, Bengal, you got to know that the game's broken and you can't throw to the broken receiver. Is this a fucking joke? Dude, it's always something. How is nothing ever working correctly? Bo Nix gets sacked, thankfully, and I mean, we're unlikely to lose the game now. It's not impossible. We shouldn't even be anywhere near this. We should have won this game by 20 points. Let Bo Nix scramble. I don't care. All right, we'll get one more chance. Yeah, let's see. Can you get to the 42-yard line in less than a second? That'd be really impressive. You know, you deserve to win the game if you can get 20 yards in less than a second and get out of bounds. That would be very impressive. 3rd and 13. Switch stick is frustrating me. Bo Nix throws it away. And we are headed to overtime. Broncos win the toss. Doesn't really matter. Oh, no, it does, because it's not postseason rules. The Broncos can win it. It's sudden death. Okay. Doesn't really matter because they're not going to score, is what I was going to say. Because their offense is not good enough. Yeah. Confidence, that's key. Or stupidity, maybe. Come on, stop Bo Nix. Seems crazy to even say those words out loud. It's 3rd and 6. Our defense has played okay. I wish they didn't even get close to midfield, but here they are. We're not really on who we want to be on. Yeah, just keep dropping back, Nate Hobbs. Eventually. All right. Ball on the 41-yard line. They're going to run the ball. We should be all over it. Javonte Williams gets 2. Okay. Playing hard flats feels so dangerous. We're really going to just lean towards the middle of the field here. Oh, they just ran like stick, so they even got 6 yards out of that. That's pretty impressive. Here's what we need to do. We need to blitz on 3rd down. Play up closer to the line. And make a play. 3rd and 2. Play action. Get to the quarterback. Wide open. Ball inside the 10. We are really about to lose to the Broncos. That's devastating stuff. Game should have been... Where are you going? Broncos win the game here in OT. That's an unbelievable loss. We have man coverage here, by the way. We are in man coverage, in case you didn't realize. And it seemed like most of our team actually didn't realize. Did we just run the wrong defense? This was a man coverage play. Marcus Epps didn't even move. Jack Jones is covering the flat. The ball's in the air, and he's like, maybe Cortland Sutton needs my attention. This was the dumbest game I've maybe ever played. I mean, I can't even stomach that loss. That one was one of the worst losses of all time, and I just feel like this was peak the game sucks, peak the game's terrible, and my whole team got injured, incapable of stopping Bo Nix when it mattered, incapable of finishing a drive. Anything that could have gone wrong in this game went wrong. I mean, this is an insane list. It's an insane list of injuries. 5 weeks for Colton Miller. 4 for Thayer Mundford, 3 still for Zamir White. I am struggling to take this anymore, and it's week 5. Gonna start using some of these staff points, though. That'll make a big difference. So, player personnel talents cost 20% less, and we're gonna start getting some of that. So, 5% trade discount on players older than 30, sure. Also, valuing our draft picks more feels quite good. So we're getting some offense recruitment here. Increased likelihood of center signing through free agency. Love that, dude. Why not? But we definitely want discount for picks, and we'll work up to trade value increase for our draft picks. But we're going to focus on centers because we have Andre James. And I guess one of our best players needs to be replaced. Good upgrades by me, as always. It was really one of the more unbelievable losses I've ever had. I'm sure I'm going to find out how it's my fault. I mean, not that we played perfectly, but God, man, it seemed like just anything that could go wrong did. That was incredibly disappointing. And now Devontae Adams is going to be like, hey, coach, I want 8 catches and 4 rushes because I'm a running back now. And I'll have to be like, oh, dude, you don't run the team. How about that? And he's like, okay, then trade me then, bitch. Or I could be like, all right, we'll give you 4 rushing attempts, and then we have to work a Devontae Adams rushing attack into our offense. That's what this player meeting is going to be. That's what it's going to be. Let's, you know what? 2-game episode here. Let's find out. Let's see what this player meeting is going to be all about. I wonder what it could be. I don't know. Who am I going to see in here? It's Alexander Madison? Okay. You've been struggling to gain yards this season. We need to get you back on track. Ryan Clark. I'm so sick of hearing about Ryan Clark's podcast. Why was this an addition to the game? Okay. We'll quiet all the noise by getting your season rushing touchdown total to 7. I mean, All right, yeah, we can get to 7 rushing touchdowns. That's reasonable. We're going to make Madison the third down back. Dylan Laube just is not going to play nearly as much. Save the season. Okay. Our season will be saved if Alexander Madison gets up to 7 rushing touchdowns. That's all that matters in this world, is Alexander Madison scoring 7 touchdowns. Well, all right. Mock draft 1 is out. Let's see here. So we have some ratings that are starting to come in. The number 1 player in the class right now is Jeff Session. He's a run-stopping defensive tackle with just B block shed, but seems to be a very, very good athlete. So we'll see what those pass rush moves end up coming in at. But you'd expect that he wouldn't be run-stop archetype with really good finesse and power moves. So curious about that. Here's a receiver with F catching. Can't wait to add him to the group. You better be fast. Not even really. Okay. Can't even run routes. Justin Fields is going to be the starter here for the Pittsburgh Steelers. That's interesting. Now, on the bright side, we're going to have some players come back from injury this week. That'll be really, really nice for us. Max Crosby will return. Christian Wilkins is back. Still going to be without guys like Colton Miller now for a little while. It's always something. The Steelers are 1-4. I'm excited to see how they get to 2-4. No Colton Miller, no Thayer Munford, no Zamir White. Otherwise, everybody's ready to go. Now, the Steelers are actually a higher overall team, 83 compared to our 82 overall. So they might not be as bad as their record would indicate, but they are just 1-4. Good numbers there for me, as always, here in Season 1. 8 touchdowns to 8 picks. I'm sure Justin Fields is doing significantly better than that. But the Steelers will start with the football. Here we go. We are underway at Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas, Nevada. And we are doing a pretty good job of not allowing a return there. Steelers start at the 25-yard line. We're going to have to be hyper aware of the freak athleticism of Justin Fields. Whether or not that plays in real life, I think we know the answer. However, he could cause us some real problems today. That's the thing. I think we're going to blitz the hell out of him, force him to throw the football, and we should be okay. We're going to play up close. We're going to force mistakes. Forcing Justin Fields to make quick decisions, probably not going to go super well. We're just so bad in coverage. The ball goes in the air and my DBs just dumb out. They have no idea what to do. Max Crosby's back, though. Show me something, Mad Max. Great man coverage. Oh, we just get caught up on every single thing. Najee Harris fumbles the football. I don't really know how we can't get over that. Just running into players, surely. Yep, that's great. 3rd and goal. I mean, man coverage is just not going to work. It just isn't. Switch to a zone blitz. Christian Wilkins, welcome back. Sacks Justin Fields. And we will force a field goal try. Down 3-0 is no problem. Although, you know, maybe it ended up being a problem last game. I just know TJ Watt's going to ruin my life today. That's the worst part about playing the Steelers here. I know TJ Watt's going to be a massive problem. 2nd and 8. Trey Tucker open. Can't turn that into more than 4 yards, though. The Steelers' defense feels pretty fast. So it'll be interesting to see how we actually end up moving the ball today. Madison here on a late check down could be smart. That looks like it's going to be wide open, though. Jacoby Myers, welcome back. Christian Wilkins, welcome back on defense, makes a big play to set up only 3 points for the Steelers. Jacoby Myers back in the lineup. Extends with a big 3rd down play. And we have the ball now on the 27-yard line. Davante Adams, what a throw from Minshew. And Davante Adams actually caught the football. Need those Madison rushing touchdowns. For really no reason other than maybe his morale. He gets a little bit of XP. What is he going to be, my starting running back now? Like for wherever? Good one. 2nd and goal from the 2. Change of direction. Madison walks in untouched. And we take the lead here as the first quarter comes to a close. We're going to go up 7-3. This looks familiar to last game. Scoring a little bit more quickly this time around, but it looks familiar. Staying over the middle. Fields with a throwaway. It's going to be 3rd and 7. Kind of want to blitz him again. I just don't trust my team in man coverage at all. I really don't. But we'll see what happens. Staying over the middle. That's why I don't trust him in man coverage. We can't play it. But we can't play zone either. What are we supposed to do? I mean, sometimes teams just get first downs, right? Like, that'll happen. Teams can convert and end up, moving the chains. I'm not saying we can never allow a first down. It's just, it is frustrating sometimes. We're going to run commit 2nd and 1. I mean, they really are in such a great spot here because of where they are in the field. You can get a first down without even needing to score a touchdown. They're that close. So we really have to be unbelievable here. 3rd and 2. Could still definitely run the ball. They opt to pass, though. Fields taking off, and down he goes. Is that Robert Spillane? No, 45 is Tommy Eichenberg. So the rookie ends up making a really nice tackle there, forcing another field goal try. Man, this game looks really familiar. Was it 7-6 in the last one? I think it was. Would love to make this the final drive of the first half. Inside 4 minutes now. That last run attempt was super unsuccessful. We'll go to Michael Mayer. He's going to power through those tackle attempts. Going to make this a manageable 3rd down. 3rd and 4. And something on this left side is going to get open. Jacoby Myers, Devontae Adams, something's going to be there. That's kind of where we're going to look. And that is open. Jacoby Myers. He's our 3rd down machine right now. 2nd and 10 after a drop. Brock Bowers open. How about turn up the field? Broken tackle works. He's going to be inside the 40. And I think we probably let that, as Trey Tucker got hurt, we'll keep him in. I think that probably takes us to the 2-minute warning. Yeah, we're not even going to try to snap the ball here. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. No. I didn't mean to. I tapped it and then realized it was like a mistake, and then I just couldn't even register a double tap in my head. Totally my fault. That wasn't open. I said no as the ball was in the, not even really even thrown yet. Said no instantly, I felt like. Yeah, mistake for me. It's unfortunate. Fields taking off. It's going to be a big play. Going to be a big play. Ooh, wide open. Good throw. Pickens is killing us right now. We don't have anyone that can cover George Pickens. Jack Jones can't do it. Nate Hobbs can't do it. George Pickens might end up with 200 receiving yards here. It's a tough spot. George Pickens, yeah, knock that down. Don't even try a pick. Come on, give me an interception, please. Please. Fields trying to take off. He's going to get sacked. Max Crosby was there. Probably will get awarded half a sack, you'd imagine, in that spot. We're going to try and contain Fields because he really just tries to scramble out of the pocket. Throwing towards the end zone. It's intercepted by Jack Jones with a chance to return. Fields has great speed. Got to worry about him getting back in the play. But Jack Jones trying to house it. Jones down the sideline. Outruns everybody. The pick six machine is back. That's 3 this season. 3 pick sixes for Jack Jones. And all of his interceptions might have gone for touchdowns. He might have 3 interceptions, 3 pick sixes. This one going coast to coast, end zone to end zone, and that's what we needed. Things were not looking good. Great way to end the first half. Fields is likely going to take off here. Just contain him. Don't have to do anything crazy. We don't need a fumble. Just don't let him get by you. 12 seconds to go. The Steelers are out of timeouts. I don't think they're going to be able to get in a field goal range, but you never know. Trying to cover everything. That should be good enough. Fields with all day. We only rushed 3. Trying to cover everything downfield. He finally throws it away to end the first half. 14-6. That is quite an interesting first half. But I'm happy to have the lead at least if I have to be positive about something for once. I'm happy we have the lead. Second half officially underway. Can Lauby set us up with good field position here? No. Madison, plenty of space. Nice run for him. That might be the long on the year. No, we had a longer one in this video. That is a nice play, though. Keep running at TJ Watt. I'll take that. 3 is okay. Stepping up with Minshew. That's what we need. When we tried to do that earlier and we fumbled against Denver, that's the type of thing I'm looking for. They kind of don't even worry about Minshew. We can just take off and get some yardage. That's what we want. Haven't really thrown to Davante Adams very much, but I don't really just want to force it as Bowers is a wrecking ball. Brock Bowers to the 37. Good blocks, but we just can't get around them. It's like we're getting magnetized. Just sneak through, slip through the hole there. There was a significant sized hole. Could have got through it. Madison, we actually catch the ball in stride. There's a first down. 1st and 10, play action. We're just going for Davante Adams. Perfect throws, a touchdown. Are they going to call that an interception? Minkah Fitzpatrick, no way. All right, I mean, you got to tip your cap on that one. If I could critique something, it's that we didn't need to take a shot in this position. We didn't need to. And if we wanted to, the ball probably has to come out on the break. It's just a tick late. It's a tick late. But it's an incredible play by Minkah Fitzpatrick. The fact that this ends up being an interception is ridiculous. I would do it again. I'd try it again. But that's just an incredible play. There's just something about my DBs that whenever the ball is in the air, they stop trying to cover. I don't know what you'd even describe that phenomenon as, but balls in the air, doesn't matter if they're in man or zone, they'll find a way to give the receiver separation so that he's able to make the play. I don't really feel like this has been a problem like the past few Maddens, but it's happening in this one for me. Are my DBs just that bad? Maybe. Pittsburgh really could get right back in this game instantly, but Justin Fields runs right into Tyree Wilson. 3rd and 9. Right, we're going to try to contain. We're only going to rush 3. This is all about how well we can play coverage downfield. That's what it's all about. And not good. That's going to be just an easy pitch and catch. Pickens is killing us. I'm a big George Pickens fan as well. He was so good at Georgia. Dealt with some injury stuff. I know there were character concerns when he was being drafted, and I just think he's such an awesome player. He's just waiting for that breakout as Fields fumbles the football. We got to go ahead and wrap up here. Fumbles again after the Steelers recover. Another big hit. Spillane is in there. Isaiah Polamau recovers. And what a sequence. Crosby with the sack that forces the fumble, forces the ball loose. It's recovered by Pittsburgh. And then, no, it was actually Tyree Wilson who lit him up. Huge hit. Polamau recovers. That's a big play. Hole shot. Can't find Jacoby Myers. 3rd and 15. We're never going to have time there. Probably needed to keep Madison in the block. They rushed for TJ Watt, probably just cooked my right tackle pretty quickly. Oh, yeah, murdered him. And if that didn't matter, Jackson Powers-Johnson lost his matchup pretty quickly as well. The Steelers have some really good defensive linemen, obviously. Unfortunately, had to punt the ball back to Pittsburgh, obviously. We just don't really convert on our chances. That's the biggest thing that's going to have to change if we're going to start seeing more consistent success. We force turnovers, we need to score off them. That's the difference in winning and losing a lot. If you can force that turnover, that's tough enough, right? You got to be able to do something with your extra chance, so to speak. Taking a shot down the field. Dude, we just can't find the ball. I'm trying to switch to Jack Jones. It gives me another player. Jack Jones is really, I think he's in a soft squat here. I don't know why he ends up playing this like he's in a deep third and he gets beat underneath. I need to know the George Pickens stat line right now. He might have 150 yards receiving. Could be even more than that. 175. 10 for 175. If we double him, something else comes open. But whatever we're doing now is not working. Not at all. Press him. Maybe we can beat him with press. Fields under pressure. He's just too fast. Ends up getting 2 yards on the scramble. Also, earlier I said Tyree Wilson forced the fumble. It was definitely Divine Diablo. I just realized it was number 5, not number 9. So I misattributed the forced fumble 2 separate times. It was Divine Diablo. I'm fairly certain it was 5. Najee Harris broken tackle. Spillane cleans up. What a 4th down stop. We'll take back over. And we'll see if we can finally put this game away. 14-6. We're going to run the football. I'd love to run through an arm tackle one time. Any type of points you'd like to think the game's pretty much over. How are we getting tackled on that play? Tampa 2 is not even a good defense to stop the run in at all. I mean, how wide do we have to make that turn? It just seems insane that he's able to make that play. So frustrating. Big 3rd and 2. We actually did run through an arm tackle, but can't find more than just a yard. We'll have to punt the football back. Story of my life. Great punting ability, though. This is on display all the time. And we get roughing the punter. That's the good part about not being able to punt until it's basically blocked, is that sometimes they'll run into you, and we'll get a second chance. Roughing the kicker. Love it. 1st down for free. 2nd and 4. Run up the middle. We got blockers. Madison 1st down. I don't want to say anything about that. That could do it. That could put us in a great spot. We're going to keep doing what we're doing. A 1st down would put us in a very good position. What a spin back by Madison, searching for more yards. Makes it 2nd and 2. That's going to take us down to the 2-minute warning. Not to be confused with the 2-minute timeout in college football. Don't call it the 2-minute warning. It's a 2-minute timeout at the college level. What is it? Does the NFL have 2-minute warning copyrighted? How you can't call it a 2-minute warning? It's the same thing. I mean, the Steelers are committing to stopping the run. They're doing a pretty good job. 2nd and 12, at least on that play. They have 1 timeout left, but plenty of time. Steelers are very much still in this game. That's their final timeout. 3rd and 13. We are going to keep the ball on the ground because we can run 40 seconds off the clock. We're going to go up hopefully 17-6 if we can drill the field goal, not the extra point. If we can drill the field goal. That's good running from Madison. How is he tackled from behind? That keeps happening. We're going to try a 45-yard field goal. 17-6 is enough to put the game away with a minute to go. I have to believe that. Still taking time off the clock. There's the kick. It is right down the middle. Put a lot of power on that. A little dangerous there with Daniel Carlson. But he drills it. The Steelers are now down by 2 possessions with a minute to play and no timeouts. If we find a way to lose this one, ooh, this would be a very impressive loss. 15 seconds to play. I mean, the Steelers need an absolute miracle. Fields just kind of keeps scrambling and then doing nothing. Nice throwaway. That's the ball game. If the Steelers manage to score 2 touchdowns, or just, we'll say even score twice in 7 seconds, I'd be amazed. I don't think it's mathematically possible. I don't think they can get to the end zone in time. Here's the deep shot. We'll see if there's time, but it's intercepted by Jack Jones. 0-0s on the clock, and we win a game. Imagine that. Feels good to get back in the win column after a very frustrating loss at the hands of the Denver Broncos. 17-6 is your final. These are going to be some abysmal stat lines, but Minshew goes 8 of 14 for 126. No touchdowns, 2 picks. You know, we'll keep it as both here. I want to see what George Pickens did. 17 attempts for 58 yards and a touchdown for Madison. They actually ran the ball somewhat effectively. And then receiving 10 for 175 was the final for George Pickens. Devontae Adams caught 1 for 22. We didn't really throw the ball that much. It was a weird game. Very weird game. 4 TFLs for Crosby, welcome back. 3 for Christian Wilkins. Divine Diablo with 2. 1.5 sacks for Crosby. 1 for Wilson. 1 for Eichenberg. 1 for Wilkins. Half a sack for Isaiah Pulamau. And then 2 picks for Jack Jones. Forced fumbles for Diablo, Crosby, and Marcus Epps. We recovered just 1 of those. And a touchdown for Jack Jones. What an interesting game this was. Brock Bowers with an upgrade. He does have abilities. Did we know he already had Superstar? I don't know that we did. Well, he's got it one way or another. We'll upgrade possession for Bowers. I think with tight end, it's kind of interchangeable. It doesn't really matter what you upgrade. You get a bunch of things every single time anyway. But we can now put abilities on him. I would say Jukebox is interesting. Armbar. I like the idea of some of these. I think maybe armbar would be most useful. We can do multiple. Let's throw jukebox on him. I don't know. Brock Bowers just an absolute freak in the open field. That's true. He is in real life, so maybe we'll be able to utilize that to our advantage, use those abilities, and actually see it in Madden as well. So that is week 6. The offense is not exactly lighting the world on fire, but we are 4-2, and we'll take on the Rams, who are just 2-3 in week 7. Thank you so much for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Take it easy.